I think we might as well start. People can join in as they arrive. Because it's hot, we're not going to do anything too wildly energetic. We're just going to do nice, gentle movements, quiet, calm, and considered. Okay? So everything that we're doing is about a stretch, but it's not about energy. It's just a stretch. Okay. For now, we'll do a bit of energizing as well because that will help with the singing. But the first couple of things, we're just going to do our neck down to our sternum, chin to the sternum, and let the stretch and the back of your neck really work. Okay? So let it just hang there for a little bit. Good. And now that you're starting to feel the neck muscles adjusting to that, start to just roll your head side to side very gently. It's not a big movement, it's just about mobilizing and giving the side muscles a little bit of a stretch too. Let the weight of the head really hang down. You should get a nice pull on either side of the back of the neck there. Okay, now you're going to bring your chin back up and find the place where your ceiling and your wall meets in front of you. And that's where you're going to look. You're going to keep your mouth open for a moment. And then close the mouth and you'll feel a lovely stretch. And open. And close. And there's a lovely stretch going on there. It's fantastic. You can also just move your head side to side gently in this position too. And then back up to the ceiling. Close the mouth, stretch that front. And into neutral position. Okay. Good stuff. Shoulder rolls. We're going to do very small shoulder rolls initially. They're more of a little, that's a little bit big, Julia. It's really a very small little movement. Think Bob Fosse rather than Jerome Kern. And now we're going to bring the shoulder roll into its fullest circle. Big as you can, involve the whole back. And back, down to just that little pulsing roll. We're going to do another 2 of those waves of bigger shoulder rolls happening. Getting bigger and bigger with each roll until your whole back is moving at the same time. Good. And then back down to a little simmer. Good. And 1 more of those, so increasing, bigger and bigger, bigger and bigger, whole back involved, and back down again. Good stuff. Good stuff. We're going to do the same thing with our arms stretched out on either side, and you're just going to draw little circles with your arms. Tiny little circles. Go just forward for now, towards your front. And make the circles go bigger and bigger until your whole arm is involved. And it's like you're swimming butterfly. Don't knock the furniture over. Good. And now we're just going to go back a little bit. So just the shoulders back. Not a small motion. This is a relatively medium-sized roll. Okay, good stuff. We're going to put our hands, the tips of our fingers, on our shoulder blades. That's it. That's it. Nice deep breath in. Give yourself a good squeeze. and relax. And try and remember to do it the other way around too. A nice deep breath in. Feel everything expand under you as you breathe in, and then exhale out as you squeeze. Good. Is that all feeling slightly more mobile? We're also going to just do a little twist. So keep your feet in front of you, parallel on the floor, knees nice and upright, perpendicular legs. And now you're just going to reach to one side and reach to the other side, whilst keeping your hips in place. They don't move anywhere. Just a nice little twist. I'm only doing this one today because this morning in my gym, my personal trainer session, she made me do these horrible exercise with a medicine ball called a Russian twist, where you lie on the ground and you have to then pick up and place the ball on either side of you. And the ball is heavy. It's not it's like 8 kilograms, and you've got to move this thing around. So I feel like I need to do a little bit of twisting. So I'm making you do them too. But there we are. It'll mobilize the breathing apparatus, which is the next thing we're going to do. I just want you to take a little posture check. So thinking about where your tailbone is. Tailbone should be nice and perpendicular. Hips and hip, knee, and ankle nice and 90-degree. Feet flat on the floor. Feet spread apart a little bit, so you've got a bit of balance. You're not sitting to one side. Good. Straight up back, opening up the chest, keeping the neck nice and long. Don't fall down into it. Keep the neck nice and long. Upright, upright. Good. You're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose and just sigh it out. So you know by now, I know all of you as singers, I've worked with you for long enough now, that I don't like it when the shoulders move when you breathe. So try and keep your shoulders still when you take in that really deep breath. You're aiming your breath for your bottom 2 ribs. Okay, in you go. And out. See, my shoulders don't move at all. One more of those. And out. Good. Now we're going to try with a breath through the mouth, as if you're sucking through a straw. And out. So Wendy, that one went a little high for you, didn't it? It moved your shoulders a little bit too much. You've still got to aim for the bottom ribs. The other one you're doing quite well now, but that one, that with the mouth, it doesn't want to go quite so deep. You really have to think about it going. What I like to think about is that your belly button is like a syringe, and as you breathe in, somebody's pulling your belly button away from you. And then as you exhale, it's released. Yes, it's like a stopper. That's good. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Keep the shoulders relaxed. They have to, even if I'm asking you to keep your shoulders still, they don't tense up. They have to be relaxed. Yeah, good stuff. All right, we're going to move on. We're just waking up this little area below our sternum by going s, f, s, f, s, f, sh. So S for sugar, F for foxtrot, S for sugar, F for foxtrot, and then sh for sh. Okay. S, f, s, f, s, f, sh. S, f, s, f, s, f, sh. And you've really got to make that sound come from those little muscles just below the sternum, that fleshy bit. Okay, try a couple more of those. Very good. First sound we're making is going to be va, 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 ba 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 ba. Gentlemen, you're definitely an octave lower. Don't I don't know why I make why I forget that. You know, don't start vocal exercises in the tenor range. Start them in the bass range. Okay, but that's the idea. The ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Let's do a couple more of those. So, ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba, ba 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 ba. Got to really have a very relaxed jaw to get va 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 without going va 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 va, because it's not va 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 va, it's va 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 va. Yes, va 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 is not the exercise. Va 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 va. So what I want is for the jaw to just be going ba 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 ba. What's that? That's the wedding march. Not the same thing, but ba 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 ba. Okay, I've gone slightly manic because the Percy Pigs have just kicked in. Here we go, and ba 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 Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. We're just going to do one more little exercise just to get all of those bits going, and it's going to go mina 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 me, and mina 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 me, mina 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 me, pt 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 p PT 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 P PT 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 P yoga 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 yo yoga 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 yo yoga 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 yoga. Well done, well done. Okay, just about getting the energy into the mouth. One last thing before we start our song for the day, is we'll just sing a nice little scale going down. And it's a slow one this time. So we normally go coo, 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 coo. But this one is really about making sure you're staying in tune and remembering the context in which you're singing the notes that you're singing. So don't think of them as just notes on their own. They have notes that come before and notes that are after, and it changes the color of the note that you're singing. So that's your starting note. The sopranos and ladies of the upper voice persuasion. And we're just going to go. Okay. Can we try that one more time? So here we go. And Okay, very nice. All right, so our first song for the day, we're going to look at some of the old material that we started work, not old material because it was only started 2 weeks ago, but we're going to look at the last rose of summer first. Here we go. 'Tis the last rose of summer left blooming alone. Oh, lovely companions are faded and gone. No flower of her kindred, no rosebud is nigh to reflect back her blushes or give sigh for sigh. I'll not leave thee, the lone one, to pine on the stem, since the lovely are sleeping. Go sleep thou with them. Thus kindly I scatter thy leaves of the bed, where thy mates of the garden lie scentless and dead. So soon may I follow when friendships decay, and from love's shining circle the gems drop away. When true hearts lie withered and fond ones are flown, oh, who would inhabit this bleak world alone? Oh, who would inhabit this bleak world alone? Did you notice that the third verse I sang very quietly? And I'd like you to do the same thing. So verse 1 and 2 is sort of medium. We're not singing anything loud anyway, because it's not a it's the last rose of summer. It's not that kind of vibe at all. It has a wistfulness about it. So we're not going to go too wild. Okay. Next up, we're going to have a little look at Weather with You. Yeah. Walking round the room, singing stormy weather at 57 Mount Pleasant Street. Well, it's the same room, but everything's different. You can find your sleep, but not the dream. Things ain't cooking in my kitchen. Strange Well, there's a small boat made of china. It's going nowhere on the mantelpiece. Well, do I lie like a lounge room lizard? Or do I sing like a bird release? Everywhere you go, you'll always take the weather with you. Everywhere you go, you'll always take the weather. Everywhere you go, you'll always take the weather with you. Everywhere you go, you'll always take the weather with you. Everywhere you go, you'll always take the weather with you. Everywhere you go, you'll always take the weather. Everywhere you go, you'll always take the weather with you. Everywhere you go, you'll always take the weather with you. Have you all going to listen to that song a little bit more? Getting your head around it. The next song we're singing is called When the Wind Was Green, and it's a Frank Sinatra song. When the wind was green at the start of spring, when the wind was green like a living thing, it was on my lips and its kiss was fair. You were there. When the wind was red like a summer wine, when the wind was red like your lips on mine, it caressed my face and it tossed my hair. You were there. So that's the main verse. Does that ring any bells to anybody now? Rather nice bridge that comes on. Then came the fall, and all of love came tumbling, stumbling down, like leaves that lost to frost and foam, they were flying, crying, in a brown wind dying. But the winter's come, and we both should know that the wind is white like the swirling snow, and we'll never be able the wonderful things to be seen. I've got the wrong tune there, sorry. It tripped me up earlier today as well, and I worked on it and I thought I'd fixed it, but it just reverted. So and the wind was like the swirling snow, and we'll never see all the wonderful things to be seen. And the wind is green. Ringing bells? Okay, good. It's nice to learn something new. We'll start at the beginning. When the wind was green at the start of spring, when the wind was green like a living thing, it was on my lips, and its kiss was fair. You were there. When the wind was red like the summer wine, when the wind was red like your lips on mine, it caressed my face and it tossed my hair. You were there. The reason I'm struggling with this one is because I don't actually have sheet music for it. I just have a chord chart. So that little bit of the melody, which I think goes a certain way and then it doesn't, it catches me out every time. But so far, so good. Up until this point, we've had the same musical material happening twice through. So when the wind was green and when the wind was red, we've had both of them musically are the same. Then we have this bridge section which goes, then came the fall, and all of love came tumbling, stumbling down, like leaves that that lost, like leaves that lost to frost and fall, they were flying, crying, in a brown wind dying. And then we're back to something more familiar. But the winter's come, and we both should know that the wind is white, like the swirling snow, and we'll never see all the wonderful things to be seen. When the wind is green. Yes? Good. I'm getting a thumbs up from a few. And we'll never see all the wonderful things to be seen, things to be seen. It goes up in that direction. And we'll never see all the wonderful things to be seen. When the wind is green. Like that. If you don't know this album by Frank Sinatra, it's on September of Our Lives is the album's name. And it's definitely worth having a listen to, especially not on a day like this when it's roasting hot and you're thinking, oh, it's, you know, this bit of last burst of summer. It's the last burst of summer, and we're all sweating alone. But that's a different story altogether. The whole album is really very moody and gentle, and that's where the other song, the September song, is on that one too, which is, funnily enough, what we're going to do next. We're going to have a little look at the September song, we're just going to look, because we're sort of getting to a bit of a time issue here. We're just going to look at the chorus for this. But it's a long, long one, from May to December, and the days grow short. You're a little high because I've forgotten that I changed the key on Frank Sinatra's song, because Frank Sinatra is a baritone and he can sing. When the wind was free, it's all quite comfortable, but if I do, you can't hear what I'm saying. So I changed the key, but here we are. This is, but it's a long, long one, from May to December, and the days grow short when you reach September, and the autumn weather turns the leaves to flame, and I haven't got time for the waiting game, for the days dwindle down to a precious few. September, November, and these few precious days I'll spend with you. These golden days I'll spend with you. Pretty that, isn't it? Yes. All right. So for our last little foray, we're not last foray, last little exploration of some of the older material, we're going to have a nice look at All Summer Long now. So. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sitting in my car outside your house. Remember when we spilled Coke all over your blouse? T-shirts, cut-offs, and a pair of thongs. Oh, we've been having fun all summer long. All summer long, we've both been me. I can't get enough of you. All summer long, we've both been free. Won't be long till summertime is through. Miniature golf and hunting in the hills. When we rode that horse, we got a thrill. Every now and then we hear our song. Oh, we've been having fun all summer long. We've been having fun all summer long. We've been having fun all summer long. How did that one go? Iffy. A couple of moments that are a bit tricky, I think, in this one. The one that I find hard to do is the change from all summer long we've both been free. No? All summer long you've been with me. I can't see enough of you. All summer long we've both been free. Won't be long till summertime is through. And then miniature golf and curtain in the hills. When we rode that horse, we got a thrill. Every now and then we'd hear our song. Oh, we've been having fun all summer long. We've been having fun all summer long. We've been having fun all summer long. Happy with that? Good. I think there won't be long till summertime is through. It's a lovely moment. I wish we could get it right properly. So all summer long we've both been free. Won't be long till summertime is through, but not for us now. Don't know what that's supposed to mean, because the whole song is about summertime being through, and then but not for us now seems to undermine all of the message of the song. So I'm not entirely sure why that's in there. Is that in your lyrics? I can't remember whether I decided to include it or not. I did include it. Okay. Right. Do you think we could run that one more time? Fabulous. So. Sitting in my car outside your house. Remember when we spilled Coke all over your blouse? And t-shirts, cut-offs, and a pair of thongs. Oh, we've been having fun all summer long. All summer long you've been with me. I can't see enough of you. All summer long we've both been free. Won't be long till summertime is through. And then we've got miniature golf and hunting in the hills. When we rode that horse, we got a thrill. Every now and then you hear our song. Oh, we've been having fun all summer long. We've been having fun all summer long. We've been having fun all summer long. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Anyway, I'll see you all next week.